Hi, East Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Hope you're having a great weekend. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of a breezy Saturday with temperatures out of the south, southeast. Temperatures, I should say, winds and wind gusts out of the south and southeast, roughly at about 10 miles an hour sustained, gusting at times up to about 15 miles an hour. If you're out on area lakes, the winds will be just a little bit stronger than that. So watch out. Not terrible, but a little breezy, a little gusty at times, with temperatures on the cool side into the mid and upper 50s as we head through Saturday afternoon. Warmer on Sunday, and then even warmer by the time we get to Monday. Coldest temperature by far will be Saturday morning, dropping to 30, so it's another frosty kind of cold night. But Sunday morning starts a warm-up, and you can tell, we'll show you the daytime highs, but you can tell these morning lows get a lot warmer. In fact, by Tuesday, the morning low Tuesday is warmer than the average daytime high. We're supposed to be around 42 every morning, and we are not going to see average again for 8, 9, 10 days, maybe even beyond that. But it will be very warm middle part of next week. Wednesday morning, 62. Thursday morning, 59. There is a front coming in. This number may be a little bit too warm, or it may be a little too cool. There will be a frontal boundary that will be waving back and forth over our area. So we may find ourselves with a wide span of temperatures, meaning that at one point, we may find ourselves with high temperatures or temperatures in the 50s near Interstate 20 or Interstate 30, and then over Deep East Texas in the upper 70s. I'll talk about that in just a second. And then by the time we get to next weekend, the final weekend of February, it's still mild, but perhaps a little cooler for those final days of the month. All right, tonight, high pressure's in control. This high pressure system is going to control the weather through the weekend. It'll slowly move off to the east. So we should have a generally clear sky to wake up to Saturday morning, and then some clouds creeping back in by the afternoon. The high is moving out to the Ohio River Valley or even the eastern seaboard. Winds are coming out of around that high. Remember, winds always flow out and away from high toward a low pressure area. So east to southeast winds, bringing in some humidity. There are a couple of light sprinkles showing up Saturday afternoon. It's about a 20% chance, maybe even less than that, as these just kind of evaporate before they get here. Then Sunday, we're seeing a blend of sun and clouds. Most likely, I think we're going to find ourselves with a fair amount of high and mid-level cloud cover. Should get enough sunshine from time to time, and a south to southwesterly wind on Sunday to get the temperature close to 70 degrees. Light rain showers out toward El Paso, out towards San Angelo and the Big Bend, and then we've got showers kind of moving northward toward I-20 up toward Abilene, and then cloud cover to wake up to on Monday morning. So Monday, again, mostly cloudy, but Monday will make a run at 80 degrees thanks to southwesterly winds coming off the Edwards Plateau, and those winds, as they descend, they warm, and we get into these warmer temperatures. Moisture starts and tries to increase Monday evening. I think it'll make it up maybe as far north as maybe Victoria. That's about it. I don't think any farther than that. So it should stay out of our area on Monday. Tuesday should be another dry day. Then Wednesday, we've got rain moving in. All right, take a look at these daytime highs. Tomorrow, Saturday, cool day, 56, 72 on Sunday. Lower 80s Monday, Tuesday. Rain for part of the day Wednesday. Right now, it looks like the rain comes in the second half of the day, so we should be able to make it up to 75 before the rain gets here. Thursday, slightly cooler. Friday, 71. Again, there's a frontal boundary just kind of wobbling back and forth here. So these numbers, depending on where you live in East Texas, you may find yourself with some cooler numbers. You may find yourself with some warmer temperatures at the tail end of next week. If that front can push all the way to the Gulf Coast, then Friday's highs could fall back into the 60s. Saturday, lower 70s. Sunday, lower 70s. Monday, 70 degrees as we get ready to round out February. But look at the average high. It's around 62 degrees. Besides Saturday, we do not fall below that number for the next 10 days. Rain chances, 20% chance for Saturday. Very small chance. Again, maybe a sprinkle. Sunday, Monday, no chance of rain. Tuesday, late in the day, a little 20% chance of rain. Wednesday's the day. It's a 70% chance of rain. And then with that front hanging around, we'll keep a 20% chance of rain in Thursday. The fronts may be the focus for more rain. Friday night, a little bit Saturday, and a little bit next Sunday. So a week from Sunday, we may find ourselves with a little bit more rain, but just not a lot of rain. These are light rain showers. Even Wednesday's Chance of rain as these showers come through. They'll be light, should not be severe, but we are looking generally at about a tenth of an inch, maybe half inch of rain, up to 3/4 of an inch of rain up to the northeast. Let's explore the weekend here over the next 2 days. So nothing measurable. If we look at Monday and Tuesday, this is the next 5 days. This is when we start to get into rain. In fact, we really should look at the next 7 days here, and Wednesday, Thursday specifically. So the Wednesday rain, that seems to be a little bit off. I would think that the rain here is going to be Wednesday, late in the day, and then overnight into Thursday, I think is when we're going to find most, if not all, of our rainfall over the next 7 days. All right, rainfall reports. This is for the month of February. Still running about a ½ inch ahead for Tyler. Longview is about 3/10 of an inch below average, and Lufkin's just barely above average, so just about average there. For the year, an inch above average for Tyler, almost 3 inches above on the plus side for Longview, and Lufkin about an inch ahead of schedule. So the drought index that came out Thursday now has just a little bit of abnormally dry conditions in parts of Anderson County, Rains County, and a little sliver of Van Zant County. That is it. We have basically eliminated all the drought around here. It is still extremely dry out in the hill country, and it looks like most central Texas needs more rain. So here's the Wednesday system, and again, this comes by Wednesday during the day or Wednesday evening. There's a big snowstorm from Denver to Minneapolis, and this storm system, that's the potential winter storm, not for us, but for the upper Midwest. I show you this because if you are traveling to Denver or to Minneapolis or Chicago with a chance for freezing rain, this is going to continue into Thursday, and then we're going to get into this warm southwesterly flow with plenty of clouds. That storm digs into the southwest. This eventually will come by, I think, a week from Sunday, bringing us probably a better chance of rain. But you can see that moisture just hugging the Gulf Coast, and then finally Friday into Saturday, a few more showers showing up. All right, hour-by-hour forecast for Saturday. East to southeast winds, temperatures warming into the mid-50s, and cloud cover from time to time with rays of sunshine also peeking out. High temperatures around the area, 57 toward the Louisiana border, 54 in Mount Pleasant. Over toward Jefferson and Marshall, about 56. Gilmer, Mineola, mid-50s. Jacksonville, 56, and Henderson up to 58. Deep East Texas, temperatures in the upper 50s under partly to mostly cloudy skies. Here's the Bill Scott White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. After the 50s Saturday, we're off to the 70s on Sunday, low 80s Monday, Tuesday, 70% chance of rain Wednesday, slightly cooler. Thursday's not bad, 73. Scattered showers possible Friday, cloudy on Saturday, and then another chance of rain moving in on Sunday. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus, and have a great weekend.